Hey, what is going on, guys? This is DREADFULxSHOT, and I have been gone for a little while I had some issues with my microphone. I appreciate those of you letting me know that I had an issue with it so I could get it replaced, and now we can get back at it. So, let's go ahead and hop into it. We are in the middle of the Black Forge event. A lot is going on, a lot is happening, but at the very beginning, let me make sure that you're well equipped in going into the Black Forge. So when you're doing your Forge events, having a masterwork is all the difference that you're going to need if you don't have light level yet. If you're like me, you don't get to spend as much time as, say, the hardcore YouTubers who are already at 650. We're relying on our Ichlios shotgun, the Tiger Spite, and of course Whisper of the Worm. If you don't have one, this is one of the best DPS power weapons you can get, hands down. In some events, you can get better, but knowing that you really don't have to reload, you can just keep firing over and over and over, just keep landing those precision hits. If you can do that, this is your best guy. This is your other DPS weapon, the shotgun. Punch, fire 3-4 rounds, punch, fire 3-4 rounds. It's pretty much unmatched. There's other shotguns out there that have trench barrel, but this is your biggest guy. And of course it comes with threat detector, so the more people around, the better it does. And then finally, I prefer the Tiger Spite just because I like the way that it shoots. I like that mine has outlaw and pulse monitor. So with those two things out of the way, we can get into the actual event. And Bungie definitely came through. There is so much stuff to do. Look at this, we have frames that we got to go after, we have bounties that are changing weekly on top of what you could be doing with Petra. You've got your clan stuff going on, and there's the dawning going on. There's so much stuff going on. And we even found a secret mysterious box, which I'm currently working on getting weapons unlocked so that I can get all of these butterfly locks open, the fishhook lock, and now the hand lock is finally here. And then when the fourth forge comes here, I believe that's when we'll finally get that last piece. We don't know what's inside, but obviously it's an exotic of some sort. So with all of that done, there's so much to do. So where do we start? Where do we go? There's so much. So if you watched anything that's out there, you'll already know that Ada is the person at the Traveler that has all the information for you. Just visiting her and checking out some of the quests, she'll get you started. But the first forge is here on the EDZ, or the European Dead Zone. It's just right up here. They recommend 610, so if you're above that, you're doing great, but you could still do just fine at 605. So don't worry if you just got to 600 and you're like, I don't know if I can do it. Hit 605, you're plenty good to go in these. You don't even have to get carried that much if you have the Whisper. If you don't have the Whisper, hopefully you got the Thunderlord. If you don't have that, well, use what you're best comfortable with. Next recommendation would be the Sleeper Stimulant. So we're going to go ahead and we'll hop into a forge and show you what it's all about, what you're looking at doing. I personally need the Go Fanon forge, which is forge number 2. And most of this is just grinding enemy after enemy after enemy. There's so many you're going to have to do. As part of the EDZ one, you're going to be grinding non-stop, fallen. At any point, if it ever asks you to go for Hive, of course we just go over to Mars and take care of those. If you have any of those side quests that link in with this main quest, that's where you would go. Go Fanon was pretty much the same thing. Not much of a change there. But the third forge is all about Vex. So Vex. And all you're doing is grinding Vex non-stop. It just doesn't stop. Nothing but Vex. Oh, and this is the new Sparrow. If you haven't got it, it poops Glimmer every now and then. And yes, you can go back and pick it up, but it doesn't give you much. It's just one. Thanks for the one Glimmer. Appreciate that. All right, got a little turn backwards there. So we'll see if we can get at least one shot on the Go Fanon to go correctly for us. All right, go back here, turn up there. This one's a little bit harder to get to than the EDZ one, the Volunder Forge, but not too bad. if you don't use your catapult lift. And unlike the Volunder Forge, when you get to the Gofanin Forge, there's literally nothing stopping you. There's no monsters around, no cabal to fight while you're getting this all done. So this one, just like the Volunder Forge, recommended 610. Anything you got above it is wonderful. They do scale all the way up to 625, but you can still do damage up to 20 light levels above you. One of the great things about the Forge activity, though, is that every single one of these has matchmaking. So if you're like me, running into it by yourself with no one really helping you out, this is a great opportunity to get a chance to get in, and it will automatically matchmake with you. It looks like I got a team of 2. We're all together. Hopefully they're communicating, and we can move on and really get through that team. And it doesn't hurt that if you're in here, just pop over to the roster while you're loading in, and you can take a look at who's in here. What are they wearing? What are they using? And see if it's something that maybe you hadn't thought of. Telesto is a very common one. You get this machine gun from the first Forge, so that's a great combination. This guy has a really good loadout, and Simsbro has a pretty good loadout as well. I would love to see an exotic in there, but it's okay. Not a big deal. Going Spectral Blades, all right. And all these forges are pretty much the same. Just stay aware of your other guys. Try not to grab the orbs they're going for. It's just a waste of time. Try and knock these guys out pretty quick. They're gonna make it so you can't jump or run. Alright, and this section is just like any other. We're just going to make sure we rain down damage constantly on him. If at all possible, make sure you can get your supers on him. As long as damage stays on him, he won't put his orb back up and he'll be good to go. Just gotta keep constant on him. And sometimes he's got a servitor that'll help him out like that. So make sure you drop out those servitors too. We probably won't get it on this one. It's just a little too rough. Yeah, they're sharing shields. Just bad luck of the draw where the servitors drop. That's pretty much it. Give it a go. Give it a couple tries. Eventually you get comfortable with it. Have a good one, guys.